You think you read people. You don't. You project comfort onto predators, trust onto actors, and honesty onto those studying you. While you guess, they decide. That ends now. You were taught to trust your instincts. That advice made you pray. Intuition isn't insight. It's pattern recognition corrupted by wishful thinking. You call it a gut feeling when someone seems off, but you ignore it the moment they smile. You override your own sensors because you were raised to be polite, not accurate. The FBI doesn't operate on feelings. They operate on baselines. They don't ask if someone seems nervous. They catalog what nervous looks like for that specific person, then watch for deviation. Not vibes, deviation. Most people confuse reading others with emotional projection. You see what you want to see. Friendliness in a salesman, sincerity in a lover, competence in authority. Meanwhile, the person across from you is running a script. They're performing. And because you think empathy is a virtue, you don't treat observation as opposition. This is why you've been lied to, exploited, blindsided. You weren't reading people. You were reading your own hope. That ends when you accept this. Reading people is not connection, it's reconnaissance. The moment you stop treating social interaction as collaboration and start treating it as asymmetric warfare, you see clearly. Every human has a behavioral fingerprint. How they sit when calm, their default eye contact, speech rhythm, breathing depth. This is baseline. Without it, you're guessing. The amateur watches for lies. The professional watches for change. When someone's baseline shifts, when relaxed posture tightens, when fluid speech fragments, that's deviation. It doesn't mean deception, it means stress. Your job is to locate the source, but deviation alone is noise. A single gesture is meaningless. This is why the FBI uses clusters. Multiple signals, same time frame, same stimulus. Touched neck, locked ankles, lip compression, vocal pitch rise, all within seconds of a specific question. That's not random, that's leakage. Here's what manipulates you. Isolated cues. Someone crosses their arms and you think they're defensive. Real deception is subtle. It clusters. 3 micro behaviors in 10 seconds tell you more than one dramatic pause ever will. Most people fail here because they're emotional, not empirical. They want the lie to be obvious. But liars aren't performing for you. They're managing system failure. And that failure shows in patterns, not performances. Liars aren't creative. They're predictable. Under pressure, humans default to 4 strategies. The overseller floods you with detail. I was at the coffee shop on 5th, the one with the green awning, ordered a medium latte, no, large, around 2:47 p.m. Liars believe detail equals credibility. It doesn't. Truth is efficient. Deception compensates. They're not recalling. They're constructing. The minimizer does the opposite. Emotional flatness. Yeah, I was there. It was fine. You ask for elaboration and get repetition. Real experiences have sensory weight. Minimizers strip all of that because fabricated memories lack depth. The deflector never answers directly. You ask where they were. They ask why you're asking. Why does it matter? Don't you believe me? Deflection is control recovery. They reroute your attention from the question to your motive. It works because most people feel guilty for asking. The anchor confesses small to hide large. Okay, I was 10 minutes late when they were 2 hours gone. They offer a micro-truth, watch you accept it, then bury the rest. This satisfies your need to catch something while protecting what actually matters. These aren't personality types. They're stress responses. Once you recognize the signature, the person becomes readable. Your body is a witness that cannot be silenced. The limbic system doesn't lie. It doesn't care about your story. When someone is deceiving, their system registers it as threat to themselves. This is why even trained operatives leak. The body pacifies itself under stress. Neck touching, lip licking, hand wringing. These aren't conscious choices. They're autonomic responses to internal conflict. The lie creates cognitive load. The body, starved of processing power, reverts to soothing behaviors. Micro-expressions last a fraction of a second. Too fast to fake, too honest to hide. Contempt, fear, disgust. They flash before the mask drops back. You've seen them your entire life. You were just trained to ignore them. Why were you blind? Because you were socialized to prioritize comfort over accuracy. Noticing someone's distress and naming it is rude. Pressing when someone deflects is aggressive. So you smiled, you nodded, you let it go. And while you perform politeness, they perform control. The predator class knows this. They study your inhibitions. They weaponize your kindness. You've been taught that doubt is a character flaw. It's not. Doubt is data, and your body has been collecting it all along. You stop asking questions to connect. You ask to calibrate. Every interaction becomes a controlled environment. You are no longer a participant. You are an observer with access. Start with eye access patterns. When someone recalls a genuine memory, their eyes move predictably. When they construct or fabricate, the eyes shift differently. Watch them answer a neutral question first. Track the movement, then ask what matters. Compare. Deviation is your signal. Proxemics shifts under stress. Someone comfortable maintains distance. Under deception, they either retreat or invade. Retreat, leaning back, angling away, creating barriers. Invasion, sudden closeness, false intimacy. Both are compensations. Self-soothing clusters are your clearest advantage. Neck ventilation, hand-to-face contact during speech. Interlaced fingers pressed until knuckles pale. Ankle locks under the table. All are pacifying behaviors. The body is trying to regulate what the mouth cannot control. Here's your tactical shift. Stop filling silence. Silence is pressure. Liars need to manage the narrative. When you go quiet, they fill the void. They over-explain. They volunteer information you didn't request. Your stillness is a scalpel. Their discomfort is the incision. You are no longer easy to deceive because you are no longer performing accessibility. You watch, you catalog, you decide. There is a version of you that dies here. The one who wanted to believe. The one who gave the benefit of the doubt. The one who thought cynicism was bitterness and trust was virtue. That person is a liability. What replaces it is not cruelty, it's clarity. You stop interpreting behavior through the lens of what you do and start seeing it for what it is. You no longer assume good intent. You observe, pattern match, and withhold judgment until the data confirms. This makes you unmanipulable. The shift is this. You become predictive, not reactive. You see the setup before the ask. You notice the anchor before the confession. You're 3 moves ahead because you're no longer emotionally involved in the outcome. They need you to care. You don't. You calculate. This creates distance. People will sense it. They'll call you cold, paranoid, detached. Let them. They're describing someone they can't exploit. What they're really mourning is access. You were open. Now you're fortified. You also become unreadable. The skill that lets you decode others teaches you what to suppress in yourself. You baseline your own leaks. You eliminate pacifying gestures. You manage micro-expressions. The interrogation gaze turns inward first. You see everything. You reveal nothing. Most people will close this and return to comfort. They'll watch one more video, consume one more framework, then default back to trusting faces, believing words, excusing incongruence. They want the skill without the isolation. They'll get neither. You're different only if you apply this immediately. The next conversation you have, baseline it. The next claim someone makes, cluster check it. The next time someone deflects, go silent and wait. Let the pressure build. Watch what they reveal when they think you've moved on. This isn't a technique you practice. It's an operating system you install. It runs in background, always. You don't turn it off for friends. You don't suspend it for family. You don't make exceptions for attraction or authority. The moment you create a whitelist, you create a blind spot. Understand this. The world is not waiting for you to become perceptive. It's optimized for your blindness. Marketing, politics, relationships, Every system assumes you're reactive, emotional, and manageable. The moment you're not, you're an anomaly. Anomalies don't get invited back. They get avoided, then feared. So here's your choice. Stay readable and stay controlled, or become the watcher, the one who sees scripts, patterns, and leaks while everyone else sees people. You'll never be surprised again. You'll also never be comfortable again. Choose accordingly.